Phillips Carpentry and Cleaning Service Inc., providing exceptional carpet and cleaning, floor installation, refinishing, home renovations, drywall, painting, plastering, doors and moldings, electrical and plumbing, and much more. We are a one-stop shop for all your professional needs. Give us a call today on 718-221-5572. That is 718-221-5572. Or you can call our cell on 917-939-3192. Check out our sales on all services. We're located at 218 Schenectady Avenue, Brooklyn, New York. Phillips Carpentry and Cleaning Service Inc.
Yeah. Whoa. Welcome to Ride Along Live for today's Monday. Beautiful, freaking cold Monday. Nice Monday. As you guys come and go ahead and share up the thing right now, let me tell you from the start, from the beginning, this program is actually a program that everybody needs to watch. Seriously, because there are so many things that's happening around. Everybody looking for, opportunities outside of the Caribbean, inside of the Caribbean, and there are so many scams, a lot of mercy going around. We have two immigration attorneys that's going to be giving us some information on how to avoid being the victim, possible victim of this scam that's going around. And a gentleman who was actually, he believed that he was scammed by an internet or online ad that he saw. He clicked on it, brother paid the money, lost out. Just a sad situation. That's why I say everybody need to watch this, man. Everybody need to watch this, man. Everybody need to watch it. Click it and share it. Invite a friend right now. Very, very important, guys. Very important. Very important. Kyron, how you doing? Dwayne, how you doing? Everybody share. Let me share it over on my page as well, guys. Because, hey, we're in the business of helping people, right? We're in the business of helping people. Dwayne Young, big up yourself. Good night to you. Jennifer Myers, how you doing? Let me know as soon as everybody share. Because it's very important, guys. Very, very important. Let me click that link over here as well. Let me click it here as well. And guys, let me also say that Facebook, let me tell you, Facebook is something else. Yeah, I don't know what Facebook does do sometimes. But Facebook finally decided to enable stars on our page. For months now, Facebook has been blocking us from receiving stars on our Facebook page. They give it to me on my personal page, but this first time they put it on our business page. So if you see the stars thing pop up somewhere there, just give stars. Give us some stars. It's all good. It's all good. Dionne, how you doing? Big up yourself. Thank you so much. Everybody. And another thing, Brenda, how you doing? Another thing, Facebook has a way of not sending out the notification in a timely fashion. We already know that, right? And it's becoming a problem because a lot of our viewers that say, "Oh, I tried to get your program, but I got no notification." So we have to do the thing ourselves. So just click the share button and share it to some family member or some friend that you ain't see logged on yet. All right, Lydian. Thank you so much. Do that for me. Share it out for me. All right. Pin that there. All right, good to go. Also, guys, let me say from the top that we are inside of our promotion. Of course, we have a big bingo coming up on Friday, $6,000 bingo. And throughout the duration of the program, you could, of course, click that link, that ride by link, go in there and purchase your ticket. It's a fun activity. It's just a vibe. And that's this Friday. All right. Don't miss out on that. Martin, how you doing? Big up yourself. Big up yourself. Wendy, Gail, Lacey J, Akeem, the regular suspects. Welcome. All right, guys. I know you guys didn't come here to hear me yap for the whole night. So let me bring on my first guest. My first guest, he is this brother. Let me tell you guys, I feel bad. I feel bad whenever I see this happen. This brother is a victim of what I consider a deliberate scam to rid people of their hard-earned money. It's a deliberate scam to rid people of their hard-earned money. Let me bring on my friend here, Leslie. He's in Grenada right now. And boy, you're going to hear his story. Sad as hell. Also, we have in the wing Dionne Wynter Pfunde, who is an immigration attorney here in the U.S. And she is going to be listening in and giving information and advice how to ensure you don't fall into the same trap, right? Also, we have Yanique Russell, who is an immigration attorney, and she's based out in Canada. Because this scam thing is a worldwide thing. I'm telling you, them scammers and them, they basically go to all borders. They don't stop, right? And what is very unique about this is that Yanique Russell and Dionne Wynter Pfunde is a part of a team together with Professor Darren Johnson, who is going to be spearheading an global immigration service expo, and they're going out to all kind of countries and help people with the same kind of problem that Leslie has encountered. So they are going to be listening, and they also going to be talking and giving you guys advice how not to allow yourself to succumb to this type of fraud. All right, alleged fraud. All right, so let's start here with, I'm going to put Dionne and Professor Darren Johnson and Yanique in the background for a quick bit. They're still going to be listening and hearing what's happening. Let's hear from Leslie. You are just looking for better opportunities. Leslie, tell us your story. What happened?
Well, good evening to your panel. Good evening to your guest. My name is Leslie. I'm a chef in Grenada. But basically, my story is I was frequently on Facebook, right? And I saw an ad, Princess Cruise Line, looking for hiring. There was a whole list of different, almost about 30 different type of jobs, right? So I clicked on the link, and they directed me to Messenger. When I clicked on Messenger, I got a WhatsApp code, which I clicked on, right? I clicked on it. Then I had a conversation with somebody, said there's a representative from Princess Cruise Line. Okay? And asked me if I have a valid passport, which I told them yes. They asked me to send them a photo of my passport, which I did.
All right. Okay. Hold on. Leslie, hold on 1 second. I'm getting word from my audience that the audio is not that good. So what we're going to do, Leslie, is we are going to pull you up on WhatsApp, right? I'm going to call you on WhatsApp and the audio will be much clearer because the audio is kind of giving a problem, and I don't want people to miss out on that story. So hang up there right now. Leslie, hang up on this, and I'm going to call you on WhatsApp and bring you in on video on WhatsApp. All right? No problem. I want you guys to hear the story very clearly because my concern is that there are so many more people who will have problems with this same situation. So let me connect with Leslie on WhatsApp to fix that audio problem. Yeah, let me do that right now, guys. Stand by. I'm sorting that out. Bear with me. All right. Leslie, could you hear me? Leslie, could you hear me?
Yeah, I'm hearing you.
Okay, Leslie, thank you so much. Okay, good. And I think, okay, Leslie. All right, Leslie. So go right ahead. Tell us the story. What happened?
All right. As I was saying, I got this link on Facebook stating that Princess Cruise Line is hiring for jobs, which is a 30 different position. They said click on a link, then they direct you to Messenger. which I clicked on. When I clicked on Messenger, then I clicked on the link again. They had a WhatsApp number. I clicked on it. Then I got through what this person said is Mr. Scott. Actually, that's what's his name. That he's represented the hiring manager of Princess Cruise Line and asked me if I have a valid passport, which I told him yes, I did. So he asked me to send him a photo of the passport. I took the photo off my phone and I sent it to him. So he said he'll get back to me in a few minutes. Then he told me you're going to send me a form I need to fill out, two passport pictures, and one put on the form, take a picture and send it back to him, which I did. Then he told me, now, going forward, they're going to send 3 other documents for me, but I need to send up 300 US to pay for stamps and different other things, which I can't remember exactly what other things. And I went to Western Union. They sent me a address from some lady in New York, where I should send the money through MoneyGram, not Western Union, actually, MoneyGram. So I send the money to the address to MoneyGram. They told me take a photo of the transaction and send to them, which I did for proof. I sent it to them. They told me, fine, they'll get back to me in a matter of maybe half an hour to an hour. They got back to me. They told me now, the job letter, they sent me a job letter stating that I'm approved for the job. I am approved for the job. So they told me no, going forward, I need to get my work permit, my visa and stuff. So I need to send 800 US. No, 1,000 US actually, not 800, 1,000 US up so they could process my visa and my work permit. So they're going to send the work permit form for me, the medical forms, and 3 forms. So I told them no problem. I was really excited. I'll be honest with you, knowing that everything was legit, looking so legit.
Right. Stick a pin right there. Pfunde, you listening in and you're hearing this. So far, what are some of the red flags that you were able to identify? Okay, Pfunde, you pause. You muted, Pfunde.
Sorry, and it was good.
Okay, sorry. Go ahead, Pfunde.
Red flag number 1, you should not be sending any money through Western Union to anybody for a visa. Even if I call you, Leslie, and tell you I'm giving you a visa and to Western Union me money, don't send it. It's a big old red flag. So that's red flag number 1.
Red flag number 1, as Pfunde said, sending money for a visa is a no-no. And that's from the US perspective. Yanique, you over there in Canada, would you say that that's one of the main things that folks should be looked at as a red flag as well?
Definitely. Asking for monies to be sent through the Western Union or through MoneyGram is a big red flag, as Attorney Pfunde has said. That's a no-no. Any attorney or immigration licensed immigration professional should have the requisite accounts that will allow you to either pay directly to their accounts online through a transaction or to make a deposit like a wire into their bank account.
Right. What about the fact that he saw a link? He saw a link on Facebook and he clicked on it. Should that be suspect as well?
Highly suspect. Let me tell you, Jay, these Princess Cruise Lines, these foreign labors, people recruiting is the oldest scam in the book. Anybody who's recruiting through, for example, who is filling a petition, an approved petition or application, they are approved by the state departments in each country, and it's a list that you can pull up. So Leslie should be able to pull up whoever this is in Grenada, because they have to go through the State Department there in order to recruit foreign labor for any agency. The most should be coming out of Leslie's pocket is $160 for his visa fees, and maybe an additional $135 for program fees. So the average Leslie should be paying, because when an employer is recruiting Princess Cruise, Marriott, they know they have to front these costs. These costs are not passed on to Leslie.
Professor Darren?
Yeah, and another point to Junior. I mean, we work with a lot of these contractors. They wouldn't. It's like, why would you pay for a job? You don't pay to get a job. So that's a big red flag as well.
Okay. All right. Good. So, Leslie, continue. So we already identified some red flags, some inconsistencies there, but go right ahead.
Well, you see, the thing is that I understand the red flag. No, you see, when you're excited to get the opportunity to improve your life and your family life, you know, it doesn't flash through your mind, seeing everything so legitimate to you that it's a scam at the point in time. Be honest with you.
Right. Okay. Yeah. I agree.
So
I agree. I mean, no, in hindsight, in retrospect, you're seeing that yeah, I should have thought of that. Yeah. But go ahead, Leslie, from there. So you send the first batch of money. What happened after that?
Right. Right. So the second time, no, they said to me this, they're gonna send the work permit form, the visa form, and a medical form for me to fill up and stuff like that. But they need 1,000 years to process everything to make sure that I get through with everything, and because the job is secure for me. And hearing that, no, I got so more excited again. So I didn't have the money at a point in time because I really didn't have the money, I'll be honest with you, at a point in time. So I got the money borrowed from somebody, sent it up, and took the print again. As I said to me, take the print, take a picture of the transaction and send to them, stating that, proving that I sent it, which I did. Now, returning home, I messaged them. I tell them when I send the money, they tell me give them a few minutes, then they confirm the money sent. Then afterwards, half an hour after they confirm that it's sent, then they told me they will get back to me. So for the whole afternoon, nothing. They didn't get back to me. The night, I recognized no text, nothing. And normally they used to frequently message me and text me, and you know. So I messaged them and asked them what's going on. They said, well, they're waiting for the agency to approve certain things to send to me, but I need to send 200 US more for some stamp or something like that. So they know. So I said no. So I said, boss, I told you I didn't have the money. I had to get the money borrowed. I know you tell me I need to send 200 US more. So I tell him, no, I can't do that. So imagine that. I telling him that, and he telling me, I need to send the money. I need to send. That's all he's saying. I need to send the money. I need to send the money. So same time now, I say, you know what? I say, give me a few minutes. I'll talk to you now. So I download. I go back an app that identifying numbers. I download the app. So, and I put in the number that was messaging me, and I saw it was a Nigerian number. So I couldn't tell him no one. When I go back on WhatsApp, he asked him, I said, where are you now? He said he's somewhere in California. The ship is docked in California. So I said, but no, sir, this is a number in Nigeria. Mm-hmm. Then he messaged me about, okay, sir. That's it. He messaged me back about, okay, sir, and that was it. So I keep messaging. I say, I mean, I got really pissed knowing that, you know, it's a scam. So I messaged him, got so angry, and I messaged him some dirty things, stating that I said, you and your family, your child, your mother, everybody will suffer and I will die a horrible death. You know? And he got so surprised hearing me see that. He got, oh my God, and you know, why are you saying that? And the agency cancel your form because of the threats and police will come at me and I say, how dumb you think I am? I say, you're already scamming because I was so excited getting a job.
Right.
Knowing that, you know?
Right.
I say, so why now you want to tell me about things? I say, how dumb you think I am?
Right.
I say, you guys from Nigeria. I say,
right. Stick a pin right there again. Pfunde, tell us what have you identified, the common traits here again, Pfunde? You're making notes and you are so good for that. Hold on, Pfunde. Yeah, go ahead, Pfunde. Hold on. For some reason, I'm not hearing you, Pfunde.
Sorry, because I keep muting because I don't want you to have feedback.
Yeah, no problem.
So
yeah.
My notepad is full, but I don't want us to make light of Leslie's experience because it is common. It is super, super common. And I love what Sugar Baby said. It's sad. I think Caribbean people are vulnerable when we hear, oh, this opportunity for me to travel. Guys, the big red flags. I work with a lot of employers here in the US who recruit in the Caribbean. Do not send money to anybody. First of all, when a cruise ship is hiring, a lot of times they're hiring in bulk. So for the most part, you should be hearing a lot of people talking about this recruitment event. Red flag number 2 for Leslie, $1,000 for what? What are you sending $1,000 for? Do not send your money anywhere. So that's my red flag number 2. Do not send any money via Western Union to anybody. Again, Google them first. Go into the Facebook groups and talk about, hey guys, Princess Cruise Line is recruiting for crewmen in Jamaica. Ask them some tough questions, Leslie. Hey, what kind of visa is this? Make sure they can tell you the name of that visa. Ask them, how long is this visa good for? Can I take my family with me? Can I take my wife? Can I take my child? So there's some questions, Leslie, that, or for anyone who's interested in migrating, there are questions that you can ask that they should be able to answer. So Leslie, I feel your pain and I do apologize, but you're not alone because so many people go through this.
Absolutely. Let's look at the situation in Canada. Yanique, what are some of the things? Are you seeing similarities in terms of what's happening in the US here and what we've seen from Canada?
Definitely. As a matter of fact, as recent as November, I had a client who paid 14,000 US dollar.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, US dollar, and that's another red flag, right? There's a Canadian immigration consultant who is in Canada. Why would they be charging you US dollars? Anyhow, it was someone in Belgium, actually, and the same thing Leslie mentioned he had done, which was to download that app, which can clearly identify where the number is coming from. That's what they had to do. But I will say the first thing that anyone who is interested in migrating, obtaining a visa, whatever it is, as it relates to Canada, do a search on that lawyer or licensed immigration consultant. If they are registered, then there is a regulatory body for them. And that body will have a website that will list all its members. If that individual's name is not mentioned along with their license number, then you will know it's fraudulent.
Professor Darren?
Good point, Council. In Jamaica as well. I own DJ Consulting Services, and the Ministry of Labor and Social Security, they have a list of approved agencies that can conduct such business and conduct business with the embassy as well. And I imagine it's the same across the Caribbean, because if you're not registered with these regulatory bodies, then you don't really have any right to send anybody to the embassy to get a visa. So, I mean, Leslie, we were laughing and, smiling because we can relate. And I totally understand, but we have to, I want to impress on people that these scammers understand and they know they have their target market. They're looking at people like a Leslie because they know, so listen, Leslie is a one man, him is a chef, and like a chef or housekeeper, those positions, they're gonna want them abroad, and so they target these people. Trust me, just like how it's a business for them, so people need to understand that they're serious about it and they're strategic. I call them strategic scammers. They plan everything. They look for people like Leslie, and then Leslie happy and probably I go call uncle up a foreign, call brother, sister, say, "Oh no, put this now. Me I go through." Then you find out it's a scam. So it's
is it a normal practice, that's the only one on the panel, for cruise ship? Because sometimes I see legitimate cruise ship advertising on social media. Is that a normal practice, or whenever you see those things, it should raise a red flag?
I'll go, Jay, and it should raise a red flag. A lot of, like, if the Marriott wants 150 people from Jamaica,
right,
they're not going to post that. They're going to hire the proper agencies. They may go through an attorney, and then they're going to send a team to do their recruitment. Right. The most they should ask for is your resume, not money. So the red flag comes up. And I know with our Caribbean people, they feel like if I don't pay the money, I'm going to miss my place in line. Listen, the first thing they should have asked for is your credentials. Okay, you're a chef, send me your credentials. That's step number one. Step number two, whenever you see that recruitment going on, Jay, make noise, start asking questions. Hey, Princess Cruise Line is hiring. Anybody else working with them? How much they're charging? Ask questions. These agencies typically don't start at Facebook. They start with working with like a DJ consulting, or they may come into my office and say, you know what, can you help us get this visa piece done? And then they need a proper registered agency to do the recruiting. Very rare will you see Marriott wanting, because Marriott don't want 1,000 people calling their phones.
The only thing Marriott will do, and I've seen from experience, is post something. Say, hey, Junior, we're going to be in Grenada on Tuesday. Such and such, and our recruiters will be there, as Dionne said. But you're not going, Marriott not going post, so we want 100 people, because they streamline things and they have a process. They're established and they have a brand to follow as well. So they will never post something like that in a group and then expect that people is going to click a link. Another thing for people to do their due diligence is to check the websites, because agency like Marriott as well, they will have those positions posted on their website to say looking for foreign workers, what the job description, what the job entails, the pay rate, because that's a requirement, and councils, you can agree that that's something they have to do as they're required by the state to show how much they're going to pay these foreign workers. So it's important to sort of do your due diligence, check the website. Sometimes the recruiters' emails are there. Send them an email and say, hey Junior, do you know about this job that's going on? You know, I'm interested and would like to learn more about it. You want to do that sort of stuff. Do your due diligence.
Right. Let's bring back in Leslie back on here, because Leslie now is out. At this point in time, Leslie is out of a whole heap of money. Leslie is out of $200 that he already paid, and now he is. Leslie, did you pay the other $1,000 too?
No, it's all his stuff. No, I paid in total. I paid $1,300 US.
Oh,
you know, we couldn't take $1,300 US, Dionne, and probably fling Leslie in a NIW or send it to Yanique in Canada to say, listen, we can work out a part fee. Eh?
Yeah. So here's a question, guys. Leslie just spent this $1,100, right? And Leslie, let me guess. If you try to contact them now, they're not answering the phone?
No, they're not answering the phone. They actually remove. Normally they had a photo, or you know, when you had somebody number stored in your phone and the photo shown on WhatsApp. They actually delete my number, so I'm not seeing them. They're not texting no more. They're not. It's like they don't exist anymore.
Boy.
That is sad. Is there any legal recourse? Is there any recourse? Is there any channel that Leslie could try to get assistance in obtaining that money?
As far as getting the money back, it's going to be next to impossible. What I advise individuals like Leslie to do is send their information to us so we can forward it to the Attorney General. So at least they become aware of the scam and they can try to shut it down, because a lot of these scams will re-emerge. They don't go away, they come right back. So as far as getting the money back, if he had put it on a credit card, he could probably do like a fraud thing, but it's going to be tough, Junior. It's going to be really tough.
Right. So guys, if you just join us, if you just started to watch the program here, we're speaking with the panel, Dionne Wynter Pfunde and her team, giving us some advice on what you should do, some of the things that you should see as a red flag as soon as, or if you ever see anything like this. Leslie, on the other hand, he just spent $1,100 US. This brother is just a brother from Grenada, an excellent chef, I must add. I've heard about his expertise. He's just looking for a better opportunity for himself and his wife, his children, his life, to better his life. And who doesn't want this, right? You see an opportunity. Yes, this sounds like good. This sounds like something that's legit. He took the opportunity because he wanted to better himself, only to be caught in what we've seen right now could be a fraud. Well, let's put it like what it is. What it's a fraud. They blocked him off his phone after he paid the money. But they're so smart because they would seduce you, they would talk to you, they would try to get you to even pay them so that the payment is irreversible. It's not like you're paying them on a credit card. Leslie paid them via MoneyGram. You send them a MoneyGram. So it's very difficult for him now to recoup that money. It's next to impossible. And here Leslie is trying to find out what happened with his monies now, and he still doesn't have the job that he was trying to get to go on a cruise ship, a legitimate job. And that's what he wanted. So, Leslie, we totally understand. And I did promise you, Leslie, I said that, I am really going to try to source out some channels for you to legitimately get you an opportunity there. I know a bunch of friends that work on a few of the cruise ships, so I could channel you there. But if there's anybody else that have direct contact with the people, if there's a recruiting agency, please share it with us so we could share this legitimate information with Leslie and others who wants to get on this path to better themselves and their lives. Leslie, where are we now in terms of the connection with these people? So they cut you off, and since then, no contact, absolutely no contact from them, right?
No contact. And you see that the sad thing about it, as the lady said a while ago about promoting and the companies don't promote Facebook. But you see, the thing is, there is so much promotion of different cruise ships on Facebook now, so much on different platforms. So you don't know, and the ad is so real, where people, they talking about their experience on different, so you don't know, you really don't know. That's the point. It's not like, well, one company doing that or two, but every company, because there's Disney, there's Princess Cruise, there's Royal, there's the European cruise, there's so much cruise that is promoting.
And Judy, a point that came to me with Leslie, it's important to kind of consult with people who may know too. So like you have an attorney like Dionne or Yanique, because sometimes they know about these recruitment drives that are going around. Maybe they know somebody who knows. So Leslie, going forward, if because more encourage I want to see up on the cruise ship letters. I want to put that in you today, that you're gonna go on that cruise ship. Don't let that $1,100 with them teeth and you get you down. Because I sense your passion and I know that you're gonna get on that cruise ship one day. But consult with somebody like a Dionne or a Yanique. Talk to them first. When somebody send, talk to them, and if it's even for paid, they'll work with you, because 9 out of 10 times some of these lawyers, they'll help you for little or nothing, especially when they see that you're trying. So it's important for those who are watching to consult with professionals, consult with immigration professionals to get valid information and to validate the information that you're getting out there.
Yeah, no, I certainly agree that oftentimes, well, Dionne is our go-to legal advisor in terms of immigration, right? And I've always said that if you have any immigration needs, if you have any question, just consult Dionne. She'll charge you a little consultation fee, because you're right along. She'll treat you even better than that. But still, you're not going to be out of $1,100, right? You are talking to a professional. And that's why I have Dionne on this program so frequently, because she is the person that we trust. She helped me with my immigration situations many times over, and many of my friends. So she's legit.
Right.
She's the real deal.
Thanks, Jay.
She's the real deal. So Dionne, I want you to reiterate this for me. Someone that wants to. Someone like Leslie, he wants to advance himself. He wants to get on a cruise ship. Tell us now the legitimate path that someone could take for the U.S., and then I'll have Yanique tell us about Canada in achieving that goal in the process. What's that?
All right. So step one, Leslie, believe it or not, I'll say start by shoring up your resume. For anybody who's listening, foreign labor is a thing. There are viable ways to come into the United States without getting scammed. Step 1, shore up your resume. Step 2, visit more than one agencies. I think somebody posted, I think it was Victoria, she said her children applied at an agency and it worked. Leslie, I don't want you to say you're not going to try again. So fix up that resume, go with an agency in Grenada that is recruiting, and maybe go to more than one and talk to them. Don't be quick. Don't be too quick to part with your money. So don't give them your money up front. You ask the questions up front. And I love what Gordon says is report this scam to MoneyGram. Report it. You might not get the money back, but it might help. So 1, you fix that resume. 2, you go to some of the agencies in Grenada. Don't be too quick to part with your money. 3, put my name in your back pocket. Either follow me on Facebook or Instagram. And if you come across a company that is recruiting, just say, hey, Miss D, them people are real. You think me can't trust them? Make sure you do something like that. And I'll throw it over to Yanique in talking about what it looks like for Canada. I don't
What
want
does it
it to
look like
get
for Canada,
dishonest.
Yanique?
Right. Thank you, Attorney Dionne. So similar steps are what I would definitely suggest and encourage. You need to ensure that you are doing due diligence. And high on that list is to have the name or names of attorneys. And you have 2, right? If it's US, you have Attorney Dionne. If it's Canada, you have Attorney Yanique. And you reach out to say, lawyer, these came across my radar. Do you know of them? Or are you familiar? What do you suggest? In addition to reaching out to the lawyers, again, check the websites, right? If these are government officials, they will be licensed by some sort of regulatory body, and their information should be there. Business registration number, license number, right? For you to ensure that they're legitimate. Those are some steps that you must ensure that you're taking before you start this journey. And again, that request for money up front should be a big red flag for you to take a U-turn.
And Jay, let me add real quick.
Name as well, because I think he said they sent to somebody in New York. Nobody know about New York. No go so.
And
Right.
I would also add, Junior, the way of recruitment in the Caribbean is still being done traditionally. I know COVID has made us all think things are virtual. Look for that building that has a door that you can knock on. Get in the bus, go drive over there and meet with the owner of the recruitment company. And you should see some kind of activity. You should have some kind of physical place, because that is required in the Caribbean for these companies to recruit lawfully. So make sure there's a physical space.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely, guys. Let me give you some other advice here, because this comes at an exceptionally well placed time where Attorney Dionne Wynter Pfunde is doing, and her team, they're doing what is termed the Global Immigration Service Expo, right? And they're touring all through the world. I even heard that Attorney Dionne Wynter Pfunde will soon be in Ghana. But they had this in Jamaica, and I'm planning and I'm hoping that you would take this to Grenada, because there are so many people in my little trial and that they have so much skills and opportunities, and they feel like they want to take this, whether it's to seek other opportunities, seek opportunities elsewhere, but just have the information. So I'll tell you guys a little bit more about the Global Immigration Service Expo, which the attorneys Dionne Wynter Pfunde and, of course, Yanique and her team will be doing there in Jamaica, in Grenada. I'm hoping that they take it to Grenada, but I know that they're having plans of taking it to Ghana and other parts of Africa as well. And I think that is exceptional. So when that comes to your area, guys, please just take advantage of it. Trust me, it's not going to cost you $1,100. It won't cost you $1,100. It would help you save that $1,100. I promise you that. I promise you that. Professor, you were saying something?
Oh no, I was just agreeing with what you're saying.
Okay, all right, absolutely, absolutely. Let me bring back in Leslie really quickly, because we want to know from what happened, what's happening now. Leslie, talk to us. What's happening now? What is the current state of play as far as you're concerned, and living your dreams to travel? What's happening now?
Well, to be honest with you, I'm not giving up. I'm a person I don't give up. I have to fulfill my dream for me, my wife, and my kids. So I don't give up. I really don't. I'm a very good person that work hard, and I'm very, trust me. If I give you a plate of food, Junior, you're biting your fingernails. That's that's how good I am.
Right.
At my job. So, if you don't enjoy it, it affects me if you come to a restaurant and I'm working and I give you a plate of food and you don't enjoy it, it affects me for the whole day. That's how passionate I am about my job. So,
Nice.
I just want the opportunity to improve myself, to better my life or my family. That's basically it.
Yeah.
I'm not giving up because of I lost $1,100. No, I'm not giving up.
So I've heard that Leslie, and that's not him telling me that, that's other people telling me that Leslie is possibly one of the best chef in Grenada. So we're also reaching out to people who, need someone of that expertise, that expertise that Leslie meet and exceeds, right? And contact us. Contact us, right? And we'll get the information. We'll make sure that everything is nice and legit. We'll run it through our attorneys really quickly, and we'll get it on to Leslie. But we want to make sure that brother live his dreams, right? It's not a dead issue for him. He still wants to continue. He's not going to give up. So contact us if you have information. We're going to process it, make sure everything is legit, and then pass it on to Leslie. But I like the fact that Leslie is saying that he ain't giving up. And that's the biggest thing for me. Don't give up, my brother. You will get there for sure. All right. Anything else you wanted to add, Leslie?
I didn't hear that question.
Anything else you wanted to add?
Well, to me, I just want to tell people out there that who's searching for a job also overseas to better their life, as I was doing before, to be very careful to don't get scammed of the hard-earned money as I did. Just try to slow down, take it slow. I didn't do that, so that's why I end up in that position. But to me, it's a learning process. I can help others, so just my advice to people.
Yeah. Leslie, and let me reassure you, my brother, you actually learned from this experience, and it's going to benefit you in the long run. It would never happen to you again. And a lot of people are learning from what you went through as well. And I think it's going to turn out good for you. I really believe so. Honestly believe so. All right. So best of luck, my brother.
Thank you so much, and thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thank you again, Leslie. All right, guys. So let me give folks an opportunity right now. I'm seeing myself twice. I'm okay. There we go. All right. There we go. Right. So, guys, let's open up the phone lines really quickly. We have about 10 minutes. We're going to try to get some calls in for some people who've heard of situations and they have questions. They want to find out about visas. They want to find out about immigration, both in the US and here in I'm not in Canada now. Here in the US, I saying that like if I'm actually in Canada, right?
Because you're always there.
I'm always there. I feel like I'm there already. So if you're looking for immigration advice for the US or Canada, call right now. The number up on the screen, 718-701-5720. That's the number right there. You guys can call. While we wait, I have a question about Canada immigration, right? Miss Yanique. Now, what is the quickest way that a person could obtain landing or not citizenship, but permanent residency in Canada?
Good question. I get this all the time. I think one of the quickest pathways to permanent residence right now is the express entry. It's a points-based system that allows persons who have the skills and years of work experience to garner points based on those credentials I've mentioned, in addition to other factors like their age, whether or not they have family members here in Canada, as well as their English or French proficiency, because Canada is a bilingual country,
Yeah.
right? All of those factors are assessed, you're ranked in a pool, and based on the points that are being drawn pulled for that particular period, once you meet the cutoff score, then you are sent an invitation to apply. And a lot of skilled persons have been able to apply for permanent residence from their respective home countries via that pathway. There are over 80 pathways, by the way, but
Mhm.
that's one of the quickest routes right now.
Oh, what about people who are in the Caribbean and they want to work? And there is some situation, there are some instances I've heard about apple picking and getting visas to come and that process. Is that process still open and available for folks from the Caribbean?
Definitely. So that work permit is called the Seasonal Agricultural Work Permit, or SAWP. It's what is colloquially or traditionally known as farm work, right? And farm work is very much alive. Farmers will come in from anywhere about February, March, their work all the way up to December 15, which is when that permit will expire. Now, if you are looking to benefit from that opportunity, as Professor Johnson mentioned earlier, your country's Ministry of Labor and Social Services, or Social Security, whatever that department is called in your respective country, should have some agreement with Canada and the employers here, the farm owners here, would be able to liaise with that sector in your country, and that's how these permits are issued. So you should be checking your government representative for that.
Nice, nice, nice. Now, Funde, I come to you because I am so happy that you are doing this Global Immigration Service Expo. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Tell us about it and how do you foresee that it's helping people in
So
the Caribbean?
So, Junior, you know me, right? I am not always the smartest in the room. What I do is I surround myself with smart people,
Right.
and Yanique Russell is the brainchild behind this. So, I don't want to take any credit for it. I want you to put Yanique back up, and she'll talk about GIS, and I'll talk about my role with the export. But this is the brainchild of that beautiful, beautiful Jamaican Canadian lawyer you see sitting right there.
Yeah.
So, I think you should throw her back up and have her talk about GIS.
And Unique, what?
All I'm doing is putting my manpower behind it
Right.
and holding on to her skirt tails. She's an amazing, amazing young attorney, and she deserves all the credit,
Yannick,
Jay.
while you giving information on that, Lacey J is also asking about if you can sponsor your parent, so you could talk about it as well.
I do want to answer Lacey J quickly before I jump into GIS. You can sponsor your spouse, your parents, or your dependents once they're under 21 years old. So that will, and each of those family sponsorship will have different pathways. There's a parent and grandparent program, as well as
Oh,
the
wow.
family sponsorship. Yes, there. As a matter of fact,
Grandparents.
yes, there is a super visa for your
Mhm.
parents or grandparents. Once you're a resident or citizen, they can stay up to 5 years in Canada.
Oh,
Mhm. Yep.
nice.
So, yeah, sorry.
Yes. So now you could talk about the GIS, the Global Immigration Service Expo, which I love it, by the way.
I just want to say a big thank you to, my team members here. It's been a wonderful time planning, getting to put this on the ground, and enough love and big up, while you're here. I just want to say that publicly. But the Global Immigration Services Expo, it was birthed from not just my experience as an immigrant, but what I had observed with seeing international students having to worry about when they will hear back from, the IRCC, which is the visa body here, the Ministry of Immigration, and where they will live and will they get work, all of these hurdles that they had to face. And that's where I got the idea and the thought, people need to have a more seamless transition, an easier way to become an immigrant of a country, to be able to settle, to be able to have a community that they can trust. And, it's very sad hearing Leslie's story, but Leslie is the type of person that GIS would help, because he would have the opportunity to not only visit global immigration services for permanent residents, but also if he wanted to study, work, or invest in any of the countries that global immigration services represent. And these countries are Canada, the US, hence my partnership with these lovely people, as well as Australia. So imagine such a bundle. If you want to live, study, work in any of these countries, it's a one-stop shop for you to go. And so we are going across the Caribbean with this expo to give our fellow countrymen, and even if you're not in Jamaica, once you're a part of the Caribbean, once
coming.
African, you are part of us, right? And we want to say, listen, we're immigrants. We've walked the walk. Let us hold your hand and take you along the way. So you don't have to be scammed like Leslie. You can trust us. We're licensed, we're professionals, we're experienced, and we're passionate about what we do. And we're here to help you.
Passion, I love that. Professor, I have a question for you coming up, but someone just messaged me, Dionne, and I think you might be best suited for that question.
Okay.
Someone asked that, how do you obtain a visa if you are very ill and you need to fly out? What is in place for that particular situation, especially if that person is not a citizen of the United States? They're 17 years old.
So that would be a B1, B2, but it's for medical purposes. So the process would look the same. We'd have to set you up with, okay, are you going for surgery? What's the hospital? I always like when they can give me a hospital in mind, because the first question they're going to ask, who's going to cover these medical bills? So there's a lot that goes into this discussion. Do you need a Medivac? I've worked on cases like this where we have to arrange. I think, Junior, remember we had brought the woman on the show in Jamaica where her daughter was brutally beaten, and we're trying to raise funds for Medivac, medical evacuation. If it's something where you can get on a flight, we have to say, okay, do you need oxygen? Can you sit? Do you need a wheelchair? What do you need? For the most part, it's the same process as applying for a visitor's visa, but the documents we use to support that, one, in getting you an immediate appointment. For medical purposes, we need a hospital, a clinic. Where in the United States are you going to be treated? And I see my co-counselor, Miss Russell, nodding her head because it sounds like it's similar for Canada. So it's a B1, B2. Inbox me and let's talk about it. Same B1, B2, but now we got to say, where's the money? Who's going to pay for it? How long you need to be in the country? A lot of times it's good if the family can find a charity organization, because then it's an easier climb to say, I don't need to have the money, but here's a charity that's sponsoring me.
Right. She's giving me more details on it. She's saying that she is not a U.S. citizen. However, her son, who is 17 years old, is an American citizen. So apparently the person is ill, right? And her son is 17 years old. He's an American citizen. She wants to know the process, if there's a visa system process that would enable her to travel to the United States.
The visitor's visa. And when he becomes 21, then he can petition for her.
Right.
This visa is going to be tricky because they're going to want to make sure she's not trying to slide in through the back door, meaning your son's 17, you're just trying to get here. So if she's ill or he's ill, Either way, it's going to be the visitor's visa, B1 or B2. And then we look at the reasons and the documentation in which we have to support that. I'd be happy to talk with her. Jay,
Yeah.
message me and put
Um,
right along. Got to put right along in that message, or I'm going to send you to book
yes.
a chat with me where you got to pay. So if you're
Yes.
part of the right along family, I treat y'all differently. So put
Special
right along
treatment.
message.
Special treatment. Special treatment. And I've also heard about this. You could clarify this for me for both Canada and the US. When you're sick, it's actually more difficult to get a visa than if
Yeah.
you're not sick.
Because who gonna pay your medical bills?
Exactly.
That's the first thing you're gonna become a public charge.
Yeah.
On that.
Yeah.
That you're going, no matter how much money you have, it's hard. It's easier. We had a dog bite client out of Jamaica. Darren might remember this, where he
Little boy.
was sponsored by a charity. If you can get a charity to say, come on in, it's easier to get that travel visa because then they know your costs are covered.
Right.
Or
Right.
if it's a unique surgery, like maybe it's a surgery that's not performed in the Caribbean and you need to come to New York for the specialist, that's a different conversation.
Right.
And even with that too, counsel, from my experience, what I've seen, they would have to get documentation from that specialist over there to kind of really support and bolster their case.
Right, right, right. So it's on both ends, right? Should the medical facility, like if say you're going to Kings County for that matter, does Kings County have to provide a whole breakdown line item of the surgery and what it cost, and then you have to substantiate the money?
Yes.
You have to prove that you have the money.
You have to have the money there, not you're gonna get it, not my uncle is gonna send it. Send me the bank statement, not promised to you, but your money, not your uncle's bank statement with his millions. This money has to be yours and ready to be paid.
Wow, wow, wow. So that's very important. It's nice to have these conversations, and that's why I think Professor Darren Johnson.
Yeah. Darren.
That's why
it's been too long. You see how long Darren come.
Yeah, it's been too long, Darren. You stay away for too long. That's what happens.
Oh boy.
You had to come more often.
I have to.
Professor Johnson, that's why I like the GIS. That's why I think that is a great venture, because you are going into these areas. You are actually sitting face to face with these people now. Not even a phone call. You're talking to them.
Right. I mean, we understand the need. And as Yanique would have said, we went through it ourselves. We know what it is like to be an immigrant. We got the visa. We came through. We had days where we didn't know how we were going to do it. Like Dionne, she would have shared her story a lot of times. She came here through via her mom. And guess what? Her mom had the big and the best lawyer, Mr. Fisher. And that's because she shared her story. And so with that experience, that exposure, we decided, listen, we're going to throw back the rope to people and tell people that, listen, we went through it just to say it. I came here, I came on the work program as well. And so because of that and experiences that I would have had here too, as a resident, it kind of concretized my interest to say, listen, people people need to be educated, and we're going to bridge that gap. And that's even how the partnership came up with Yanique, and we were happy to jump on board and say, listen, I'm in a sophisticated part of academia, and there are people out there who want the information, they want the know-how, and that's what we have. And importantly too, there is some synergy as well. You have the US, you have options, and so that's what we bring into people.
Absolutely, absolutely. Guys, give us some information. People who want, first of all, a lot of requests coming in for Canada. So, Yanique, if you could.
I see that. I'm like, Yanique,
people need your numbers.
Chat and everybody's asking about Canada.
Yeah, we have a lot of supporters in Canada. We have a lot of viewers in Canada. Yes. Give them your information in Canada there, how they could get in touch with you.
So my number is 416-800-9891. So that's the office line, 416-800-9891.
Right.
Thank you.
And whenever they call, if they mention right along, they have to get the premium treatment.
Of course. So now I'm learning, once you're a part of the family, then it's exclusive treatment. And
Appreciate that.
It's not free.
something that-
Exclusive does not mean free.
right, right.
Just great treatment, great treatment. But we could reassure that the information is legit, is coming from that very legit
Yes.
source. Absolutely.
Exactly. And I do want to say to Leslie, there are some provinces who are looking for chefs right now. So he needs to, if Canada is on his radar, he needs to reach out to me. He can email as well as at info at yrussell.lpc.com. And there are going to be 3 L's there, yrussell and then lpc.com.
Absolutely. Now, for folks, I know. Next stop, you guys going to Jamaica. I haven't heard Grenada yet, but I figured that I would have to set that up. So
You will have to set that. Yes.
I'll make that happen. I'll make sure that you guys reach Grenada because I want that synergy. I want that love. I want that the same push that you do in Jamaica. I want you to do it in Grenada. Multiply that by 3 because I'm going to be there too, right? So I want you to work on that. And let's bring it there to the good people of Grenada because so many people need that assistance. And I don't like to hear about the fraud. I don't want to hear another story about the fraud. People spending $1,100 and they can't get it back like Leslie's situation. I don't want to hear that. So we're going to organize that for Grenada. We'll tell everybody. I ain't even talked to them about it yet, but I'm telling you, I'm going to bring them to Grenada. It's going to happen in Grenada. Stay tuned for more information. We're going to make it happen. We're going to talk after the show and we're going to coordinate things and we're going to make it happen. Tell us about Jamaica. Pfunde, tell us about Jamaica. When is it going?
So Jamaica, we're coming hard. Jamaica, we're coming home. We have 2 days planned. On January 20th, Yanique and we have one Australian attorney. Professor Johnson will be our MC. We're bringing H2B contractors. We're bringing schools. Yanique, nod, because this is Yanique's show. Thank you for allowing me, Yanique, to spread this. We're bringing 25 schools for our students because here's the thing. We're doing a dunce check. The Caribbean people not dunce. There's no reason why we're not migrating under the correct immigration category.
Yes.
All of us don't have to marry. All of us now have to come through the back door. Let's use our skills. So January 20th, Jamaica Conference Center. You can book your seats. It's $55. Come on. $55 for 3 attorneys, over 25 schools.
Wow.
We have H2B workers, H2B contractors. We have a special representative from the Marriott who's going to tell you about these scams. Like when the Marriott is recruiting, this is what they do. We have that lined up for Jamaica on day 1. Afternoon on day 1 in Kingston, we have our VIP session. Doctors, nurses, lawyers, IT. VIP session, $275. We're limiting this to 40 people, between 40 and 5th afternoon. Day 2, we're going over to Mandeville to the Cecil Charlton Hall. We're limited to 400 people. So 400 people day 1, 50 for our VIP, 400 people on day 2 in Cecil Charlton. Same thing. We're rolling with our schools. We're rolling with how to work, truck driving school from Canada. In fact, from August, people have migrated already with the truck driving school. Yanique, you have anything else to add? I know we're running out of time, so I'm speaking fast, but that's what we're doing. We're taking the information, Junior, to the Caribbean, so our Caribbean folks are not scammed. Yanique.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do want to say right now there is a big haul for truck drivers. So if you are able to drive any at all and you want to be licensed, you need to attend this expo. It is for you. The Ontario Truck Driving School will be there in person to share about, what they do. And as Attorney Dionne said, we already have people who came up from August Expo in Montego Bay who are now ready, did their interviews, and they're going to get jobs.
Wow.
Yes, there really isn't anything to compare what we are offering.
And it's not even close to $1,100.
No. But here's
$50.
When the people come, like from because Yanique, they talk about the truck drivers and the nurses and the doctors. I'm talking about my H2B and my housekeepers and the maids and the janitors. When you come and you register, through our consultancy, what we do, we have a partnership with Hard Trust
$50.
NTA. And so we kind of help people to level up and get their resumes ready, get them ready for the jobs, and send them abroad. So I
Yeah.
mean, you can't lose. I mean, it's an amazing opportunity, and we really want to impress on people to make use of it. Make use of it. Give yourself that gift for the new year. Yeah.
Mhm.
Give yourself that gift for the new year. Invest in yourself because it's truly an investment.
Yeah.
And we also want to let people know, because I know we want to debunk some myth. We're not giving away visas. We're giving away information,
Mhm.
right? So we just like Leslie, we not give visas. The embassy
Mhm.
give visas, right? But we're giving you the information. We're giving you the tools. We're giving you the know-how to go to Canada, US, Australia. 3 options. I mean, you can't afford to miss it.
Absolutely, absolutely. Listen, I don't put my neck on a block for a lot of things, but Dionne Wynter Pfunde, my neck is there. It's there. I mean, yeah, it's there. I mean, what else could I say? Listen, guys, thank you so much. We appreciate you. And we're going to continue to share the information. I also have a good connection in Ghana. I want to get you guys down there as well, but we talk about that as well later. All right. Thank you, guys. We'll keep you
Thanks
in
for
touch.
having us, Junior.
All right. Yeah, man. Listen, let me tell you something. Information is key. The best thing that somebody could give you is not $1 million, not even $2 million. The best thing somebody could give you is a great advice. You see, that great advice is worth infinity. It's worth $1 trillion. Yeah, I remember this one guy one time, this Indian friend of mine. He told me something, and that changed my life forever. It's the fundamental reason why I do what I do and continue to do what I do, because I had an option. I could have gone the other route. I could have gone and done something else, but no, I took his advice, and hence the reason why I'm doing what I'm doing, and everyone is benefiting from it. I'm immensely benefiting from the decision. So, an advice is worth more than $1 million, and take it from me, guys. Take it from me. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. But I got to tell you guys this, on Friday, another big piece of advice. On Friday, we're, of course, having our fundraiser. It's a bingo fun activity game right here and right along. It's a virtual bingo, right? I want you guys to participate, take advantage of it. We are giving away, some small change. That's $6,000 in your hand. Small change. We got 4 games. We're playing. I want you guys to participate in that fun activity, virtual. Come and have some fun, right? You can get your ticket right now. No, let me show you guys. Someone was asking me, but how do I get my ticket? How do I play? I'm going to show you guys how you play. First and foremost, if you are sitting there right now and you want to get your ticket, this is what you do. So you go and you get your app. You go to ridebuy.com. You download the app, ridebuy.com. That's it right there, ridebuy. It's so simple, guys. So right there, you see right here where it says 1 ticket, $25. You could get 3 tickets for $50. So if you do the math, you realize if you buy 3 tickets, you're actually getting 1 free. Or you could get 5 tickets for $80. But it's so simple to purchase it. It is like brainless, guys. So all you do, you click on add to cart. If you want 3 tickets, you click boom, order. You put in your information here, tra-la-la-la-la, 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 tra-la-la-la-la. You put in your email address, jr@me.com. You put in your email address. Let me show you how easy it is, guys. It is brainless, really, seriously, truly. You put in your phone number there. Whatever your phone number is, you put in your phone number there, and we said it's invalid. I put in a wrong number. So let me put in my real number. 701-5720. Okay, I put that in, right? And then you put in your credit card information. And once you click that, you put in your credit card information, you're done. You are finished. That's it. It's so simple. So simple, guys. Get your bingo tickets tonight. And it's very, very easy, guys. Very, 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 very simple. Very, very simple. On Friday, come in, 6 p.m. You're going to hear the call. You're going to see the numbers pop up. You just follow along with your bingo cards. That easy. Get your tickets tonight, guys. Get your tickets tonight at ridebuy.com. Let me put a link, RYDEBUY. buy.com. That's it right there. Get your ticket right now. In fact, if you go over there right now and you get your ticket, come back and tell me you get your ticket. I'll big you up on air. 5 minutes, guys. 5 minutes. Go over to rightbuy.com right now. The link right on the screen. Pick up that ticket. Come back and tell me you got your ticket. Boom, 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 boom. Big you up. And of course, guys, on Wednesday, right? You know, we have this give back, this big give back. On Wednesday, we're going to be doing $250, a few $250 grocery, cash for grocery. So basically, you put your name, you enter your name or somebody that you think that would need the $250 cash, just put their name on, all right? And we are awarding people with Christmas cash. You don't have to do nothing, you don't have to buy nothing. Just put the name on the board, right? They can win up to $250. Now, in the past, like last year and the year before, we was giving away ham. But we realized and recognized that a lot of people don't like ham. Yeah, a lot of people don't eat ham. So we're giving you cash instead. It's a little more than the cost of a ham, but it's groceries. It's food, right? You could buy groceries, you could buy items in the grocery store from it. You see what I'm saying? So it's a give back for Christmas. We're not doing the ham, but we're doing cash. Okay, all right, guys. So go ahead and buy that ticket right now. Let me see what new pops up. Okay, we got some orders. Let me fulfill those orders right now, guys. Again, you have 5 minutes. Go in and purchase. Come back and tell me you purchase it, and I big you up one time. Saw some others popped up. Let me just big up a few people right now. Yeah, people taking advantage of the 3 tickets, 3 for $50. Yeah, that's a good look. All right, so let me big up. It's spinning. All right, Isis, big up Avis, big up Julianne, big up Brittany, Samantha, Grace, Arlene, Kizzy, Yvonne, Sharma, Melissa, Estelin, Rashida, Cameron, Dwayne. No, you didn't pick up yourself, Dwayne. Nigel, Monique, O'Shea. Keep the orders coming in, guys. Rightbuy.com. It's as simple and easy as 1 to 3. Just go to rightbuy.com right now and get your ticket. And on Friday, 6 p.m., right along bingo, right here. Yes. Check out the ad guy, by the way. I'll be right back. Don't move.
In the Mar-a-Lago investigation, what do you make of this Trump legal argument that we just heard about?
You know, thank you, Wolf. It's always a pleasure being here on CNN. But you know, as I was talking to Don Lemon just a few weeks ago, I don't understand why every time I'm here is to discuss Trump. Listen, I am from the Caribbean. I'm from Grenada. And there is enough political back and forth for me to study Trump. Nah, it's not on my radar. It's just not something that I think about. In fact, the information that I received was that I was here to talk about my bingo. Yeah, my bingo that's happening on the 23rd of December. $6,000, Wolf. We are giving away $6,000. Jackpot is $4,000. Tickets is only $20. Only $20, and you can get your tickets online at rightbuy.com. Yeah, that's rightbuy.com. Anybody everywhere in the world could play this. Just go on to rightbuy.com. Now, 1 ticket is $20 and 5 tickets is $80. Now, that's much more interesting to me than talking about Trump. In fact, I cannot participate further in this conversation. I just wasn't really prepared.
George, thank you very much for joining us.
Yeah. My button doesn't work. My button just decided it's not working anymore. All right, guys. Yeah, so that's the ad right there. Go get your ticket right now for our bingo. That's on Friday. And don't forget, coming up, the GIS, which is the Global Immigration Service Expo Jamaica Conference Center. Check that out. That's on the 21st and the 28th and the 28th to the 21st of January. Register right now at gisja.com. That's gisja.com. You can't afford to miss out on this one, guys. gisja.com. All right. Again, thanks for watching. On behalf of all our production team here at Ride Along Live, we say thank you. On behalf of our senior executive producer, Lois JJ, and of course, Deanne Fraser, Gail Charles, and Kibbs. Thank you guys so much. Always doing an excellent job. Remember, Ride Along Live is where everyone have a story to tell. So if you have a story to tell, if you have a story to share, please inbox us. And I don't want to say Merry Christmas because some people don't celebrate Christmas, and you'll see me before Christmas anyway. So continue to have a happy rest of your day. All right. Okay. Catch you guys again tomorrow. Good night.
Carpentry and Cleaning Servicing, providing exceptional carpet and cleaning, floor installation, refinishing, home renovations, drywall, painting, plastering, doors and moldings, electrical and plumbing, and much more. We are a one-stop shop for all your professional needs. Give us a call today on 718-221-5572. That is 718-221-5572. Or you can call our cell on 917-939-3192. Check out our sales on all services. We're located at 218 Schenectady Avenue, Brooklyn, New York. Phillips Carpentry and Cleaning Servicing.
Authentic Grenadian products are now only a mouse click away at GrenadaMarket.com. Nutmeg and guava jams, jellies and the syrups, world-famous nutmeg pain relief spray, black sage, soursop, lemongrass, and bois bande bar. Ordering is simple and friendly. All major credit cards accepted. Safe, secure shopping guaranteed. GrenadaMarket.com ships your product anywhere in the world. So when you can't go to the island, the products off the island can be sent to you. Just log on to www.grenadamarket.com and experience our quick delivery and homely service.
Established in 1998, Ross Road Funeral Services continues to assist you plan the ideal funeral or memorial service locally or internationally. Our reputation is built on providing personalized funeral services based on love and compassion. Call Ross Road Funeral Services at 718-547-0640.
Ross Road Funeral Services, where your loved one is our loved one.
Williams Funeral Service serve you with dignity and compassion as you mourn. Every day, we embark on the journey of life, and one day, the journey will end. It's on that day that you can entrust the celebration of life of your loved ones to David Williams Funeral Service. Call 718-291-3823.